What's good? It's Chigozie. It's Wednesday, January 16th, 2018. And here we get this African-American actor, Michael Strahan, who invites Clemson Tigers to a proper meal after Trump's fast food diss or play. He's saying that he's going to give them, you guessed it, lobster. And it's just so obvious. People use the term lobster to refer to like a very expensive, high-class meal. That's just the general stereotype versus McDonald's or fast food. You know, it would have been even more mocking propaganda if he gave him PB&J. Maybe that might be next time. So Michael Strahan, and by he I mean Donald Trump, if he gave them PB&J. Michael Strahan, let me just look at his Wikipedia page. Here we get him. This has been on here for a while too, because I've seen his picture before. I've decoded his propaganda. They've had his picture up here in 2009, Trump 29, with Burger King logo behind him, and now he's participating in this McDonald's propaganda. And you're like, oh, but it's Burger King. But look what we get later on today then, with this 58-second video and this piece of propaganda. Freemasonry equals 58. Burger King trolls Trump on including hamburgers and massive fast food order. Do you see this? Burger King's now coming out, participating in this propaganda after I was educating how McDonald's and Burger King are paralleled all the time. McDonald's 158.85, Burger King 158.58, a reflection of 85. Freemasonry 58, Freemasonry 158, Freemasonry 59, Donald 112. That's why Burger King's coming out trolling Donald Trump. When you reverse the alphabetical orders, no A's 26Z is 1. Add them all, 112. And I was talking about African American. African American equals 116. That's why today on January 16th, we get this African American actor, Michael Strahan. If you're probably like, dude, he's not an actor, he's a football player. That's exactly what I'm talking about. He participates in fake theatrical sports. The NFL is complete garbage, it's completely fake. Everything they do is a bunch of acts and a bunch of theatrical nonsense. If you can't see through the bogus plays of the NFL, it's because you're mentally retarded. You see how Michael Strahan is 47 years old? So they wait till he's 47 years old to participate in Trump propaganda. Trump equals 47. He's playing the role, Donald Trump playing the role, Saturn, the keeper of time. Time, 47, 25 like Trump. Freemason's compass set at 47 degrees. Here's the biggest part though. What's Michael Strahan doing? Michael Strahan invites which football team? The Clemson Tigers. He invites Clemson. People call them Clemson. That's what they're mainly known as. Clemson. 81-27. Strahan. 81-27. And if my math is correct, Strahan equals 54. But so is Clemson. Because E is 22, when you reverse the alphabetical order. And it's a master builder number. You don't need to reduce the master builder number or any master number, any multiple of 11. So you add them all then after reducing everything but E, 54. Strahan, H. So this is reducing only once. You reduce every letter once. H, you reduce once because it's 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. You don't have to reduce it again, 54. And again, this propaganda started on the 14th. Day with 45 numerology, 54 numerology, 27 numerology, Clemson 27, going to the White House on the day with a lifeless number of 27. So 2 days later, on 116, African American 116, we get Strahan 81-27. Ritual equals 81-27. And remember, in my video, we saw how one of these sports propaganda outlets had the 81-second video with Clemson, and their name sums to 81. And now we have, so that's what I'm saying. You see how it's an ongoing pattern now. So now we get Michael Strahan in this propaganda. Michael 33, 138, like Donald Trump. That's why he's used in this piece. Michael Strahan equals 84, like Masonry, like Jesuit. 132, like England, like United States of America, like Catholic Church. And then I didn't even see the gematria behind the main team he played for, which was the New York Giants. Entire 15-year career with the New York Giants. Acting for them. Well, who's from New York? Donald Trump. You already see it right there. Donald Trump from New York. Giants equals 25, 92, 38. Trump equals 25, 29, a reflection of 92, 38. Again, they like to use these numerological exceptions. P is the 11th letter when you reduce. Again, 11 is the master number. You don't need to reduce it. So Trump sums to these. So there's Giants in New York, 33, like Michael. That's what Michael Strahan played for them. New York Giants, 181. The 42nd prime, Saturn 42, Freemason 42, Thelema 64, 79 to 22nd prime, 83 to 23rd prime, Donald 23. But I really think just New York Giants alone is where the stronger numerology is coming out. So I just wanted to show really just what's going on. I hope you see that without the numbers, you can see the mocking. I mean, here we have, he's giving Clemson McDonald's because of the shutdown, supposedly. And again, all on the same date numerology by 27 life lesson number. But even if you want to ignore that, you just see the fact that he's coming out doing that. 2 days later, Michael Strahan's now saying, oh, I'm going to have Clemson over for a Lobster. And we get Michael Strahan with the Burger King picture in Wikipedia. This is Freemasonic propaganda machine. That's what it is. Disinformation, distraction machine. We get Michael Strahan here then. And then I saw this beforehand. And then later on in the day, I can't believe this came out too. That Burger King actually is participating in propaganda with Donald Trump. As I said, they probably could. I mean, I didn't say it directly, but I mean, I explained Burger King, how it's the same gang. Zionist Jews running all. Hamburgers 93. I mean, look at this. Saturn 93. Propaganda 9348. As I'm here harping on how this is a bunch of propaganda. Unbelievable. Some sort of same thing as what they're coding here. They're literally coding propaganda inside their propaganda. Propaganda 177. And then they also coded massive. That 105 you saw over there, Masonry Zionism 105. And here, massive, see? Massive 88, 25, 47. These are the numbers for Trump. Donald Trump's propaganda. They're telling you right here. Propaganda with Trump. And who's putting this out? Burger King. And who else is putting this out? USA Today. And want to know something really interesting? Look at Trump equals 47, 211. Or BK's initials. B is the second letter, K is 11. 211, the 47 prime in this propaganda. Today's the day with a lifeless number of 29, 47 numerology. President equals 4756. Day with 4756 numerology. And here we get this. It's just so perfect. 349 is the 70th prime number. So I'll point that out. Don't have too much to say for that right now. I know Donald Trump is connected to that number, but you just see how it's all. Every single time I make a video, what do I tell you? It syncs up the date numerology with the gematria, with the propaganda, with the amount of days from people's birthday. This is coming out 21 weeks and 3 days from Donald Trump's upcoming birthday, span of that. This is the number for death in Satanic Cipher, the key at David equals 213, Illuminati 150. But one thing also stood out. That 4 months, 30 days we had, Masonic 43, Killing 43, 149 days. That's the 35th prime. It's always a Thelemic ritual with Donald Trump, Thelema 35. Here we get Burger King now. Burger, just, he's serving people burgers. Now Burger King's coming out. Burger 35, you get 149, the 35th prime. But I think the star of the show is Michael Strahan, and we can do that from his birthday. But I want to do from Trump's 72nd birthday, his past birthday to the day Michael Strahan's coming out. The Kia David 216. Also 30 weeks and 6 days. On a date with 36 numerology. The span of 31 weeks. Donald equals 31. 73 to 27 months, 3 days, if you count the end date. So today is the 7th month and 3rd day of his age, or the 31st week of his age. Donald, 31. He's a Saturnian actor. Saturn, 21. 73 is the 21st prime. And on top of that, Donald equals 31, as I showed. And then again, this is Burger King propaganda. Burger King 112, like Donald. King 23, like Donald. Also know this is how King equals 67. That's the 19th prime. We're in 2019. Chaos 19. But that's kind of a really in-depth look at that. But again, if you're new, just understand it's all synced up propaganda. It's pretty obvious. You don't even need the numbers to see this one. Well, if you should use the numbers, and when you see how he's 47, Trump equals 47, BK 211 to 47 prime. He's born 21/11, a lot like 211. Let's see his birthday. Born in 71. We had that earlier too, but here, day with 50. He was born a day with 50 life lesson number, 23 numerology. Michael Strahan. Donald equals 50 and 23. That's the main pattern for Donald. Using alphabetical order. D is the 4th letter, O is the 15th, and so on. You add them all, 50. So 1 plus 5 is 6. You did a reduction, add them all, 23. Just using the alphabetical order. And you were talking about these numbers too earlier. 31 weeks from his birthday, Donald Trump's birthday. So we see how that's why Michael Strahan is used as a pawn in this piece of propaganda. That's why. NFL equals 32. One day with 32 numerology. He is an asset of the NFL. Also, the 325th day of the year he was born. November 21st is a very special day to the Scottish Rite Freemasons. Scottish Rite Freemason equals 327. That reminds me, yesterday was a date with 350 days remaining, just to go with all their Scottish Rite Freemasonic rituals. That's why Theresa May, the actor, with the vote, vote 35. Oh, well, it's not 35. Yes, it is. It's 35 because, again, we already explained this backwards, forwards as well. V, the 22nd letter, you don't need to reduce it. It's the master builder number. Reducing everything else, adding 35. If you're saying you're using all these to get all these numbers, you have no concept of the principle of finite things. Like, it's a finite amount of different configurations with a finite amount of numbers, and it's syncing up this easily every single day. I mean, I hate how to explain that because it just shows how retarded someone is to call it all coincidence. But they believe everything else the news tells them. I'll pay for a real lobster dinner. Oh, TMZ, this is where I first saw it. Because I'm telling you, if you want to follow the craziest, because they have a lot of exclusive propaganda too. If you want to follow a lot of the craziest propaganda, the newest distraction from the world of celebrity, have TMZ on your phone and have them give you all the updates. Have it on your feed. I mean, if you want to really follow along. Football equals 43. Here we get this football player. 643. That's also why it's 4 months, 30 days from Donald Trump's upcoming birthday. Football equals 43. Also equals 83, 29. Earlier when I was saying 83 is the 23rd prime, Donald 23. Again, I forgot to give you the numbers for football because this is about a football player. A football player's coming out participating in this Zionist Jew propaganda. But don't worry, all the very important very low-hanging fruit. Not all the low-hanging fruit. There's even low-hanging fruit I missed, but all the really good, important things I think I've shown you already. I forgot to do Lobster's Gematria and Lobster Dinner. They had Lobster Dinner in all caps. Let me give you the base ciphers again, because we don't even need the exceptions just to see the ritual. Lobster equals 98, 44, 28. These are numbers for Israel. Donald Trump's always paired with Israel, Thelema. Okay, for Thelema equals 44, reversing alphabetical order, and reducing once. Again, 19 becomes only 10, add them all, 44. Zion, 44, 28. Israel, Thelema, Zion. Donald Trump's the 44th person to be president. So now we get Lobster used in this. And again, I have to show this again. Karen McDougal. And other people too. This is the one that's always in my mind. Thelema numbers. Thelema 35, 125. Saturn numbers on that side. 53 the reflection of 35. That was one of the women Donald Trump's had relations with. So he's giving him a lobster dinner. Lobster dinner equals 65, 155. Freemasons, Christianity 155. Also, is this a 74? Masonic 74, Trump 47, Jewish 74. This is just them branding their propaganda. Football's a game of 11 on 11. 22 is very special to football. That's why the main theatrical organization, National Football League, equals 220. And 85, that's why we have National Football League 85 participating in this McDonald's propaganda. McDonald's 85. National Football League equals 122 when you reverse alphabetical order. Michael Strahan, born today with 122 numerology, 32 numerology as well. Again, America 3250. It's America's game. NFL 32 with the 32 teams. The entire world of football is crafted by these Scottish Rite Freemasons. That's what they're telling you with Michael Strahan's birthday. They're branding their actors, their assets. He is a Freemasonic asset, an employee for the Jesuit order, for the Zionist Jews. I mean, they even tell you here, ex-NFL superstar. Exactly, just a super actor. And now, so you guys probably know him anyway. He's on Good Morning America now as one of the hosts. I mean, he's still acting for the federal government, literally now participating in all the propaganda. All Good Morning America is a propaganda distraction network. Well, show within a network. Let's just see what Good Morning America sums to. It's just the Freemasons branding their propaganda. 181, the 42nd prime. Freemason equals 42. So we get the 35, 98 Israel Thelema numbers. We just had what? Lobster, 98, 37. Good Morning America also just reduces to 1, 100. 181 again, the 42nd prime, Zionism 42, Jesuit 42, Freemason 42. I was just telling you this is from them. And they're literally branding it with their primary relationship. Masonry also equals 42. That's what the meaning of life is 42. Who came up with that? Let's see how long this video is. Oh, 59 seconds. Perfect video length for, first off, let's just do what we had earlier. Freemasonry, 59. We have this Negro, Michael Strahan, 59. He's a slave, 59. And 31 weeks from Donald Trump's birthday. Slave 31. Slave 23. Rasta, Blues, Motown Records, founded in Michigan. Motown Records, founded in 1959. And here's one thing you also want to know about Motown Records, where it was founded. This is probably just the Zionist Jew New York City location. This tells you who's rolling it all. You know, I'm glad we saw this too. It just emphasizes who I'm speaking against. You know, found in Detroit, Michigan. You go to Detroit, the 42nd parallel. So on the 42nd parallel is where Motown is, founded in 1959. Just like how Black History Month is in February, which equals 42. Ends on the 59th day of the year. You know, death equals 228 as well. And then Sumerian, 59th day of the year. So Negro 59, being in a date with some, and it also, this year it ends on a date with a lifeless number 42. Keep this in mind. I can't wait to see the propaganda coming out in this day. I can only imagine what they're going to come out with. You know, Donald Trump will be participating, Saturn 30, 42, Saturn 69, a big Saturnian ritual will come out that day too. They'll probably kill some black person in some Saturnian ritual. I swear to God they will. It'll probably be by the number 93. It'd be perfect for a black person to die by the number 93 on that day. That's my little mini prediction. It might not happen, but we'll see what type of propaganda comes out. But I'm just trying to show you how they use these numbers, why I'm able to look at the date numerology and tell you with pretty good accuracy what's going to happen, because they do it all by the date numerology. I mean, that's so simple to see why. So I think we're getting to that point where, yeah, 21 minutes. Trevor Lawrence, I've never heard of this guy, but he's a federal government actor. I'll tell you right now. Just like this guy, Donald Trump. They're both co-workers. They're distracting you. Colin Kaepernick, an actor for the federal government. Travis Scott, an actor for the federal government. His entire Kylie Jenner marriage, whatever, it's all an act. So, yeah, I don't have ad blocker on in TMZ because I was looking at their layout. Because I'm trying to, my site is like paralleled with theirs in a way. So I was looking at how they do their shit. Get some ideas. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Or, reach me any other way. Just before we leave, see how Burger King's in a 11:33 tweeting this at 11:33. Due to a large order placed yesterday, we're all out of hamburgers. Just serving hamburgers today. At 11:33. 11 plus 33 is 44. I mean, it's just stupid. You really think Donald Trump arranged though? That's like, no, he didn't. Again, with Abe Lincoln back here, he did not. The White House, right, which is nothing else than a theatrical production company. They produce theater to distract you. So they're putting out this false flag theater using their other asset, McDonald's. McDonald's is an asset of the White House. It is all, and the White House is an asset of this one world order, Zionist Jew federal government. It's all their shit. And they're using McDonald's. They're using their stand-in puppets, this wind-up piece of shit, always clapping his hands like this, like a fucking bitch-ass monkey, coming out, participating in this propaganda. You see how they're all orchestrating it so clearly. Again, Trump won 14, and Francis Bacon, it was January 14th. And I said, Trump's going to have a big ritual that day. This is pretty big. I mean, it's blown up. The whole world's talking about it. It's just 2 days later, they're still talking about it with Michael Strahan. 48 people talking about this. Donald Trump, 48. And I'm going to make Taco Bell pay for it all. Probably talking about the wall because they're Mexican. I mean, it's just this. I know that Donald Trump didn't say this. They're making fun of him. But USA Today's putting this out. It's all part of their propaganda scheme. See? It's 11:57, but with the thumbnails 11:58. Another 58. Freemasonry 58. Scottish Rite 57. This is all Freemasonic propaganda.